The Grand Priest? That is impossible. What is happening? We are sorry for using the Super Dragon Balls without your permission. Please forgive us. It all started on planet Earth, where fear filled every corner after word got out that Goku and Vegeta were trapped in a distant dimension, a place only the Grand Priest himself could reach. Terror was written on every face, especially since the Grand Priest's true intentions had become mysterious and deeply troubling. Vados asked, "What brought you here, Father? Have you really chosen to side with the Pharaoh and seek the end of the Saiyans?" Her brother added, "Yes, Father. Everything happening right now leaves no room for doubt. We must work together to find a solution before it is too late. All the gods of destruction have already fallen." The Grand Priest replied, "Do not mistake this for betrayal, Vados. What I am doing is not against you, but for your sake. Something has awakened within this existence after an age long forgotten, a power that no Saiyan or any king can stand against. I am merely trying to prevent an ending that you cannot yet understand." Vados questioned him. "What ending, Father? You imprisoned Goku and Vegeta and left them to die. I have lived by your side through the ages. I know the weight of your words, but I cannot believe that what you are saying now is the truth." The Grand Priest grew cold and said, "So, you want the truth? I no longer care about Goku or the Saiyans. My only concern now is existence itself, and the danger that has awakened after millions of years. The king who has returned is unstoppable because of his dark magic. Surrender yourselves and obey my orders, or I will force you to do so." Everyone trembled at his words. Even Beerus suddenly jumped forward in alarm and shouted, "Whis, watch what you are saying. We do not fully understand everything that is happening, but escalating things with the Grand Priest right now could make the situation even worse. Just calm down and let us think rationally." Whis snapped back, "Stay out of this, Beerus. Let the universe bear witness that I will not allow the innocent to be wiped out. We do not face our enemies with fear, but with wisdom." The Grand Priest whispered, "I am sorry, Whis, but balance leaves no room for emotion." Then he launched his attack. However, Whis dodged at the last second and charged forward in anger, starting a fierce battle between them. The Grand Priest blocked Whis's strikes with only one hand and without any effort. Meanwhile, Whis continued fighting relentlessly until the earth itself began to crack under the overwhelming energy. Someone cried out, "We will not survive this. The planet itself is on the verge of collapsing." Vados quickly intervened and began stabilizing the energy balance around Earth in an attempt to reduce the damage. The Grand Priest vanished from in front of Whis, then delivered a powerful surprise blow that slammed Whis violently into the ground. This created a massive shockwave across the battlefield. Whis struggled to his feet and shouted, "Supreme Kai, take the Saiyans away immediately. Transport all of them to another dimension. We have no time." The Supreme Kai raised his hands, releasing energy that formed a white barrier around everyone. He prepared to transport the Saiyans to safety, but suddenly the barrier shattered into pieces in a single instant. Everyone looked up in disbelief, only to see the Grand Priest standing before them with his hand extended. He was the one who had stopped the process. "Do not dare interfere in matters beyond your understanding," he said. "You are nothing more than a small being meddling with forces far beyond your comprehension. Trying to alter the balance is an unforgivable sin." Then, in a flash, he unleashed an invisible attack and struck the Supreme Kai, sending him crashing to the ground. Krillin cried out, "Impossible!" He took down the Supreme Kai. "That means we are next. It is over for us." Someone replied, "Calm down, Krillin. He is not dead." If the Supreme Kai had been killed, Beerus would have died as well. Their lives are linked. Beerus stood in the background, whispering to himself in confusion and fear. What is this feeling? The Grand Priest wants to eliminate the Saiyans, and Goku was the reason I survived. Even after I obeyed the Pharaoh's orders, Whis needs help. What am I supposed to do now? Whis shouted, "Beerus, I told you to run. Leave now, immediately. You are the last remaining god of destruction. You cannot stay here." But Beerus remained frozen in hesitation. Something deep inside him was preventing him from moving. Vados stepped in to help Whis and said, "Perhaps Father sees this as balance, But we cannot remain silent while innocent lives are being taken. Anger flared within both Wiz and Vados. Then there is no other choice, they said. We must stop this now. The two then charged together toward the Grand Priest and launched a relentless assault. However, the Grand Priest blocked every attack effortlessly, as though they meant nothing to him. The earth itself began to tremble under the weight of the immense energy being unleashed. Goten leapt forward and declared, I will protect planet Earth. All of you, try to escape from here. He began concentrating his energy with all his might. He drew upon the pure power of the Saiyans to keep the planet stable as it continued to crack apart. But the others did not run away. Instead, they were all staring at Gohan, who had his eyes closed, trying to reach something. They asked, Gohan, what are you doing? We need to get out of this dangerous place. Gohan replied, I am trying to reach my father's power. I cannot sense his energy. Someone shouted, Goku's power! Did you not hear what the Supreme Kai said? He is trapped and slowly dying in another sealed dimension. How could you possibly reach his power? Gohan snapped, Be quiet. I know exactly what I am doing. The pure energy my father used to heal me left its mark inside my body. I can establish a connection with him now. I just need to feel his breathing and his spirit. Goten stepped forward and said, Gohan, I am the only one who still possesses complete pure energy. If I raise my power to its maximum transformation, maybe we can establish contact with him. His body immediately began to grow stronger as he pushed his energy to its absolute limit. His power rose so high that a brilliant light suddenly erupted from him, covering the entire area. It was Goten's previous transformation. At that very moment, inside the sealed dimension, Goku suddenly woke up. He felt the surge of Goten's energy and said, What? What is this? In that instant, Gohan successfully established a spiritual connection with his father and shouted, Dad, can you hear me? Goku answered, Gohan, I can hear you. What is happening? Gohan cried out, We are in great danger. We do not know where you are, but the world is collapsing here. Goku responded firmly, Do not worry. I will find a way back, no matter the cost. Just hold on, my son. Goku slowly raised his hands, and an immense stream of pure energy granted to him by King Yamoshi began to flow. He started channeling that energy through both himself and Vegeta. It spread through their bodies like a warm current, gradually restoring their strength and vitality. One by one, their wounds began to disappear. Goku turned toward Vegeta and said, Vegeta, wake up. Slowly, Vegeta began to regain consciousness. He lifted his head and stared sharply at Goku. Where are we, Kakarot? And what are you doing here? Goku replied, I do not know. The last thing I remember is that cursed pharaoh. It seems the Grand Priest is the one who sent us here. We have to find a way out. Vegeta growled, Damn it, I trusted that Grand Priest. He said he would train me, but from the very beginning, he was acting under the pharaoh's orders. What a coward. Goku added, I do not think the Grand Priest did it out of malice, but fear has completely taken hold of him, just as it did with Beerus. That pharaoh possesses something that causes even the strongest beings to lose their balance. Vegeta yelled, You are useless, Kakarot. You spent time with the oldest Saiyan king, achieved your legendary transformation, and yet here we are, trapped with nothing to show for it. Goku said, Enough, Vegeta. This is not the time to argue. There is a secret behind this place, and we need to understand it first, instead of relying solely on power. Goku fell silent for a moment as he thought, then suddenly raised his head. Wait. Vegeta, the black magic. Vegeta asked, What? Goku replied, Yes, Vegeta. That is the secret behind the pharaoh's power. You said before that remnants of that magic still exist within you because your body kept a portion of it before the process was finished. Vegeta snapped, And what do you want me to tell you? Do not ask me, Kakarot. Even I do not understand the rules behind using it. But if that is true, then I refuse to remain trapped here. I will make that magic answer to me, no matter the cost. Vegeta immediately began struggling violently against his restraints, but to no avail. Goku suggested, Perhaps the Grand Priest did not just restrain our bodies, he may have sealed our energy as well. We need to break this seal in a single burst. But Vegeta did not wait. He continued trying to force his way free, yet every attempt ended in failure. Goku said, "Listen to me, Vegeta. If we do not work together, we will never get out of here. Focus with me. We will release our power at the exact same moment." Vegeta grunted, "It seems I am forced to cooperate with you this one time, Kakarot. Let us do it." The two closed their eyes and slowly began concentrating their energy. Little by little, their power started rising in perfect synchronization. It continued climbing to tremendous levels until a terrifying explosion of light erupted throughout the dimension. In a single instant, the restraints shattered completely. They had reached the pure Ozaru transformation. Back on planet Earth, the clash was still at its peak. The attacks were accelerating uncontrollably. Goten was doing everything he could to keep the Earth stable and prevent it from collapsing, while Gohan was still sensing his father's energy, trying to confirm that he was safe amid the ongoing destruction. The Grand Priest broke through every defense with a single devastating strike, sending Whis and Vados crashing to the ground. Their bodies appeared to have taken serious damage. At that moment, inside the Xeno Palace, the Pharaoh disguised as Goku was watching the scene with a calm smile. While Xeno observed everything with curiosity, Xeno asked, "What is this? Did you not say there was a tournament between the Saiyans? Why is the Grand Priest fighting on planet Earth?" The Pharaoh replied, "Oh, Xeno, the truth is the tournament has already begun, but I decided to make it more exciting, bringing the Grand Priest into the game as well. Is that not better?" Xeno said, "What? You have become different, Goku." Xeno failed to realize that the one standing beside him was not the real Goku, but the Pharaoh himself quietly weaving his plan. He was leaving everyone trapped inside a game far beyond their understanding. "In the sealed dimension," Vegeta said. "Damn it, this place has no exit or gateway. How did that bastard even trap us here?" Goku replied, "Vegeta, we need to understand the nature of this dimension if we are going to escape. We have to work as a team." But Vegeta did not respond. Suddenly, Goku noticed Vegeta clutching his head in severe pain. It was as if he was hearing something inside him that no one else could hear. Goku asked, "Vegeta, what is happening to you?" But Vegeta gave no response. Instead, he began screaming in unbearable pain as his energy started rising at an unnatural rate. Goku tried to approach and calm him down, but Vegeta suddenly turned toward him and delivered a violent surprise punch. It sent him crashing to the ground. Goku raised his head in shock. "Vegeta, what are you doing? Have you lost your senses?" Vegeta continued screaming, while his power climbed to tremendous levels until the truth finally became clear. Vegeta was no longer himself. His form had become dark and mysterious, as though he had transformed into an entirely different entity. Goku wondered, "Wow, Vegeta, did you really do it? Where were you hiding all that power?" But Vegeta did not answer. He simply stared at his hands, then at his own body, as if he no longer recognized himself. His expression shifted between awareness and confusion, as if something else had awakened within him. Then, he slowly raised his head toward Goku and smiled with an unsettling expression. He suddenly burst into laughter without any warning. Goku asked Vegeta, "Are you okay? Do not tell me your mind has been taken over." But Vegeta kept laughing, then spoke in a dark, unfamiliar tone. "So, this is it. Pushing power to its ultimate transformation is the key to activating the true magic." That was expected. "And now, prepare yourself for the end." Vegeta began walking forward slowly. Each step he took seemed to press down on space itself. While Goku tried to understand what was happening, Goku shouted, "Vegeta, stop. What are you planning? We are on the same team. We need to focus on our goal." But Vegeta did not respond. He continued forward until he stood directly in front of him, his dark aura rising in a terrifying manner. Vegeta said, "The team? It does not matter anymore. What matters is that I have reached something I need to test on you." And now, dear viewers, after everything that has happened in this dangerous situation, where the Grand Priest has become a direct threat to Earth and Vegeta's power has begun to change in a mysterious way, what do you think will happen next? Do you believe Vegeta is truly under control, or is there another hidden secret behind this transformation? Write in the comments yes if you think he is controlled, or know if you think there is another hidden plan. I will upload the next episode quickly, because what is coming will be even more shocking than you expect. Do not forget to like and subscribe, and see you soon.